And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and providing you the timely truth centered around your real estate, credit, finance, estate planning, tax planning, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, and we want to engage you in an effort to help you win in any marketplace.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, we want you to save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it, 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. Don't forget our number. Bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors and our show partners there at consumerqb.com, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida that we've assembled, we've vetted, and we bring on the air daily to help you live a better life, help you understand things happening in the market, help you understand things around your real estate, your self-defense, so much more here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. You can also stream our TV show version live on WeBeam TV as well. WeBeam TV is our provider for that, 10 a.m. daily, WeBeam TV, 5 o'clock drive time, 1380 The Biz, and we have our weekend show on FM 1025 The Bone Sunday morning as well. So we got an all-star lineup for you today. Back in studio, my friend Ruth Watkins, teamgoloans.com.
Yes, how you
doing?
Doing
Great.
Brandon?
Yes, nice to be back to work.
Yes, we had a nice little vacation. Congratulations on your recent nuptials.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And Costa Rica was cool.
Yeah, when I went there, it gave me an opportunity to speak Spanish. Now I haven't done it in a few years, and it's like I'm going to have to hit the books again.
Yeah.
But I love to do that.
Yeah, you start picking up a little bit more day after day.
Uh-huh.
And we have Julien Borbon in the house from representing Children's Cancer Center, local nonprofit here in Tampa Bay. Welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Awesome. How are things going over there?
Things are busy, but busy is good.
Good. How's Patty doing?
She's good. She's on vacation this week, so she's turning off her phone and getting away with her kids. They're on spring break.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I know you guys share, some of the group there shares a cycling class in the morning with Lindsay, my wife now.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30.
Killing it. Yeah, I went in there this one of the last weeks before we left, and yeah, those classes will get you, man. Especially if you push yourself.
Yeah, you don't expect it. It kills you.
Yeah.
It's a great motivator, and it's a great workout.
Yep, and you got to push yourself by turning that knob just a little bit more to the right. That's it. Chuck Peterson rounding out our expert contributor panel, Suncoast Roofing.
Hey, man, and I'm
sir.
sitting over here trying to find some way to put my feet up, let alone exercise. I'm in the wrong direction.
Yeah. You get enough exercise out there managing those crews, running those crews on the roof.
All I do is drive. Not much exercise for me.
Yeah. You driving around checking on crews?
Everybody, just checking on offices. Got guys that check on crews.
Yeah.
We got so many.
Yeah.
So just on the road. So no bicycling.
You know what we need to do, Chuck? We need to get you one of those Teslas. You can just hit autopilot.
That'd be the ticket.
What do you
Maybe
think
I'd
about
sleep
that?
a little bit, get a little sleep on the road.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It'll just start beeping and wake you up.
Hopefully, if we're going to crash, they'll just let me stay out, right?
Yeah. Sleep through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Suncoast Roofing going to get an update from Chuck Peterson on his offices statewide, almost statewide now. You got the South Florida locations as well.
Yep. We have 2 more coming.
Good stuff.
Yeah. They're doing good.
Awesome, man. Well, let's plug our sponsor here. Brio Tuscan Grill International Plaza is our official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And now we got a special offer for our listeners out there, all of the fans of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All you have to do is go into Brio Tuscan Grill, 2223 Northwest Shore Boulevard in Tampa. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, and you're going to get 20% off. No, actually, this is a free offer. You're going to get a free appetizer just by mentioning the Quarterback Show. So go over there, have some lunch, and then you get a free appetizer with your meal. They got great appetizers, calamari, the beef carpaccio. One of our favorites is spicy shrimp and eggplant. Awesome food, and we really appreciate Brio Tuscan Grill. And we got to do a live event there again. That was fun. We did a live event a couple months ago. Maybe we'll plan that for next month. But Brio Tuscan Grill, let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. And we've got all-star lineup here in the studio. Our fun story of the week, our feel-good story of the week is an 18-year-old buys his first ever lottery ticket and on her birthday and wins $1,000 a week for life. So we're going to talk about that story coming up. I want to plug a hot listing that I've got here on Clearwater Beach. It's 1024 Mandalay Avenue in Clearwater. 1024 Mandalay Avenue in Clearwater. It's a beautiful property on the beach. Just reduced that property down to $719,000 on Mandalay Avenue in Clearwater, north side of the beach. Beautiful place, 2-bedroom, 2-bath property, and it's a split floor plan, 1,800 square feet. Too many upgrades to list, and it's a beautiful property right on the north side of the beach. You walk across the street, and you are on the sugar sands of North Clearwater Beach.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
All right, so let's jump into it. Let's get a real estate update. We're going to have our mortgage minute here with Ruth Watkins, teamgoloans.com, and a local expert contributor, local lender. We always talk about support your local economy. Don't walk into those big banks that took the bailout money, and you know what they did to all of us. So Ruth Watkins, local lender here.
The big difference between those two situations is, number one, you have somebody that's actually working for the bank, not for you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the ins and outs of your loan specifically. It's just a assembly line of sorts. So using a mortgage expert that actually does the mortgage from the beginning to end is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, so to speak, the smoothest closing and preparation. I mean, it's the biggest thing that most people do in their lives. So you want to be able to understand the process so it's not so arduous, so you're not sitting there 60 days into it and you still don't know or miss your closing dates.
Yeah.
That is so common. And, I have helped so many people that have been there and missed closing dates until the point of frustration where I'm getting a phone call. And then, why is it that I can put the file together and close in 2 weeks? There's a completely different mindset and understanding of the industry when, you work as an actual mortgage lender yourself.
Yeah.
So our team is, mortgage experts. That's all we do is mortgages. And one thing that, I like to say to buyers as far as preparation for their home, there's things that they can do up front to it's not that difficult to start their own mortgage folder, to start their own preparation. You're going to need 2 years tax returns. You're going to need your W-2s. You're going to need 2 months bank statements. If you're going to get a gift, you're going to need to work that out. If you look at your bank statements and you see large deposits, those either need to be seasoned or they have to be sourced. So there are everything that we're going to look at those documents to determine if those we fly with or do we need further documentation. And I think it's proactive for a borrower to start gathering those docs and create their own personal home folder, be ready to go. Especially if they're starting to look, they need to be pre-qualified. They need to start gathering their documents. And in my case, and my team's case, if we take a borrower who's really seriously, this is what they want to do, we take their documents, we'll go to underwriting with them, we'll get their approval. It's it's as close to cash as you can get because you've already been underwritten, so you're approved.
Right.
And you get that certificate, and we'll reimburse your appraisal fee. So,
nice.
That's a
That's
nice
an added bonus,
thing.
$500
Yeah,
roughly.
we want to take care of our customers.
Yeah, so when you look at the loan process, I think a lot of times there's so many misconceptions. Down payment, how it's structured, what documentation you need, and so you mentioned a couple things there. By the way, if you just joined us, we're talking with Ruth Watkins, Teamgo Loans, local mortgage lender here that can help you, and she's helped several of our clients and doing a great job. And I want to go to a couple points here. One thing you mentioned is you're the lender that people turn to when they get turned down by a bank.
That's
sometimes,
right.
and of course you do all the A-paper stuff, FHA, conventional, all the you can go to her directly first.
Yes.
You don't have to go to somewhere
you
first.
don't have to get turned down first.
Yeah. So my point is though that you picked up the pieces, these puzzle pieces, for example, that have fell,
right.
And the people are like, "Wow, I get a deposit on the line. I've got all this money.
Right.
This is the house I really wanted."
Right.
And I personally had this happen to me about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We were buying vacant land, and those are kind of niche products. Those are hard to do. We were talking about that before the show, and the mortgage lender Same thing, same exact thing. He's like, oh, well, I couldn't get it approved, and it told us the very last minute.
Yeah, and not only that, they stop answering your phone.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can't get a hold of them,
Yep.
and you're just hanging, you know?
Yeah, you're in limbo.
Yeah, I think, you know, I've always lived by this, and I've trained my people that way. It's like, get the news immediately. A fast no.
Yeah.
You know, a fast no, people know but we give them instruction to how to get to yes.
Right.
Okay? Here, we can't do it now, but this is what you need to do. And I cannot tell you the number of times the people that, if they're serious, they listen to that advice, they do it.
Yeah.
And it could be, and I'm doing one of those right now.
Yeah.
And just say 30, 40 days ago, we told them what to do, and they went and did it. And now we are already approved. They do already qualify for the reimbursement of the appraisal. And 40 days ago, they didn't qualify.
Nice. Get your appraisal paid for. TeamgoLoans.com, Ruth Watkins. And if you're a veteran out there as well, Platinum MVP Realty will rebate a quarter to a half a point back to your closing costs for any veterans, active military, first responders, anyone like that. We'll take care of our veterans and those active responders as well.
Get
first
a double
responders.
bonus.
Yeah, so we're going to double bonus here. We're going to take care of you here. More about the real estate market, more from our mortgage expert, Ruth Watkins, coming up. Also, we've got Children's Cancer Center in the house. We're going to talk about some local events where you can be involved and help support your local nonprofit organizations here, helping people with cancer, children with cancer. And also Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing, coming up as well here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Find out what this 18-year-old did on her birthday and how it's paying her $1,000 a week for the rest of her life. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. And we're looking for real estate agents right now. We're actually looking for bilingual Spanish-speaking real estate agent as well to add to our team. We've got a lot of leads coming in, need more help with the lead process. The lead gen is there. We just need somebody to work them. All right, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com, Platinum MVP platinummvprealty.com as well. Check out our real estate website, platinummvprealty.com. Powerful website. You can do a valuation on your home if you want to plug in the numbers, find out what your property's worth. You can also do your search if you're interested in 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family homes in whatever zip code. You can put that in to our direct feed from the MLS, and you'll see all those properties. platinummvprealty.com. Platinum MVP Realty. All right, so we're back here in studio. We're helping you win, and we also want to shout out to Mary Maids, our official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Is Mary Maids. Welcome to your clean home. Satisfaction guaranteed by Mary Maids Cleaning Service. Relax, it's done. And they have a great job. They do an excellent job on cleaning our properties, and they actually pay special attention to certain rooms in the home. You can give them feedback as well, and if you refer a friend, you get a savings on your next cleaning. And they are referred for a reason. Relax, it's done. Mary Maids. They are the recipient of the Women's Choice Award, America's most recommended cleaning services here in Tampa Bay as well. Mary Maids, and let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you for special incentives and discounts. All right, so we're back here in studio. All-star lineup today. Ruth Watkins in the house, Julien Borbon, and Chuck Peterson as well here in studio. So I want to go back to Ruth and kind of give an update. You know, we just came out of quarter one. We came out of Q1 already. So we're moving through. Flying by, and the market is still strong. This market's strong. There are still a lack of inventory for sellers. Buyers are kind of fighting that uphill battle. What are you seeing on your end?
I have to say that this is a weird position because of lack of inventory. People are trying to get more for the houses.
Yeah.
And because the sales are sitting there because of the lack of inventory, it's a little bit more difficult to find comps necessarily to support that value that they want. So it's a little bit difficult process.
The appraisals coming in light?
Yeah,
some
a little
appraisals.
bit. Some of them. Yeah, some of them are right on.
Yep.
But when you get specialty properties like, Mandalay Bay that's on the beach, or you get, it's hard to find those comps. Yep. And those are really absolutely unique, beautiful properties.
Yeah.
So you might have to consider that when you go in, can you buy it if it comes in light? So, because if you don't have the comps, or do your best, use your CMA service to see, hey, where's it going to come in at? Because the way appraisers, I just lost the thing. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
All right, cool. All right. So anyway, that's just one little tidbit, because people can afford to hold out because there's not that, that much inventory around, so they can hold out for that buyer that can take that situation no matter what the appraisal is.
Let me add something here. Well, if there's anybody out there listening that wants to know the value of their home, let me offer this to the first 3 listeners. We'll do a free comparable market analysis for you. So all you have to do is pull out your smartphone, text the word value to our consumer advocate hotline, 813-670-7372. Speaking of home values, foreclosures, short sales, loan mods, it's a good idea to know what the value of your home is. So we're going to offer it to the first 3 listeners. Go ahead and text the word value to 813-670-7372. Text value now for the first 3 listeners, and we're going to hook you up with a free comparable market analysis. Basically the same thing you pay $500 for.
I want to add that, the fact that you focus in on that, it sets you apart from numerous agents that are out there to whatever degree that they're involved, to use a real estate license if they do it on a regular basis. But I just had a situation where the square footage was quoted incorrectly. The sales price was literally inflated by over $60,000. And so what do you think that does to set up that seller? You really have to be able to support the documentation, say you can ask for whatever you want, but when you get a buyer, here's what it's going to support. So offering that CMA, it sets you worlds apart from somebody. Where did she pick that sales price from?
Right.
Right out of the air. And that is going to spend a buyer's money on inspection, going to spend a buyer's money on their appraisal, and they could be into this deal a good $800,000, and then it goes down the tubes. You
spend all the money up front on the inspections, the appraisal, and then boom, now it's the wrong house. You got to move on.
And then the seller's devastated, and they are, in their mind, it's as good as in the bank.
That's right. It gets frustrating. It really does. More from Ruth Watkins coming up. TeamGoLoans.com. Again, support your local lender, your local economy, and she's one of the best in the business. Been doing it for many, many years. So, I want to switch gears now and talk about Children's Cancer Center. We allocate a certain amount of time for our show for nonprofit organizations, and as being a pillar in the community, Children's Cancer Center. We've had a long relationship together from emceeing one of the Wine, Women, and Shoes events, which I had a great time. I love doing that. And, you guys are doing some great work. Patty, the team, the rest of the team over there, Ashley, you guys are doing awesome work. So, first of all, thanks for what you're doing with the Children's Cancer Center.
Thank you. And thank you for having us. This is great awareness for us in the community. And a lot of people know us, but I think there's a lot of people, and the Tampa is growing so fast that we want to get out there and make sure everyone knows about us.
Sure. Yeah, we want everybody to know, right? Wait, how do we get attention, right? That's the thing. It's a business, as profit businesses or nonprofit businesses. That's the number one thing, is how do we get attention? How do we, then when we get their attention, how do we make them care? So one thing is we're almost everybody listening to my voice right now or watching our show has been affected with cancer. It's going to be one arm off, one arm's length off, either way you go. We're all affected with cancer. And one of the things I love about Children's Cancer Center is it's all about the children. It's about the kids and their families, helping them cope during these trying, difficult times. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of organizations, I think, out there that are doing the research for a cure and that are doing all of these great things for the future. But our focus is today and right now, and to help these families and these kids go through all the terrible things that happen when you're diagnosed with cancer. And so our mission is to provide emotional, financial, and educational support. And we do that through 24 different programs here in Tampa, and it's any of the kids that are treated at a Tampa Bay hospital. We serve over 1,000 families. You wouldn't believe the amount of kids that are diagnosed with cancer just right here in our own backyard.
Yeah.
And so it's incredible to be able to help them with their finances, to help them emotionally and give them counseling, and even for the kids to be able to come to the center and play and find other kids that are going through the same thing. That's tough. For our teenagers, for example, it breaks my heart for all kids, but for the teenagers, high school is already hard as it is. And when you lose your hair and you gain 30 pounds from steroids and all of these things, it's just really tough. And so we're kind of a vessel for them to meet other teenagers, to understand that what they're going through. And same thing for the parents to be able to walk in and see other parents and be able to talk to them. You can't really understand unless you're going through it, what's really happening for them. And so we're kind of a vessel for that.
And that's right on Cypress Street here in Tampa.
It is.
Correct.
Yeah,
beautiful facility. Got a basketball hoop if they want to play hoops. They got all kinds of games. Talk about the facility a little bit.
Yeah, the facility is actually really big. It's on 4901 West Cypress Street. And so we have a huge playground. We have a basketball court in the back. We're actually about to start renovating our whole backyard. Probably in the next month or two, we'll start breaking grounds on that, which is really exciting. The kids are there when they come to the center. It's like a home away from home. It's a place for them to play and have fun. And we have art therapy and music therapy and different workshops. And there's just so many things for them to do and just be able to get away and not think about what's going on.
Was there certain days? Was it Monday nights or what?
Yeah, so we have every other Thursday is our oncology connection groups. And so that's for active treatment oncology. The kids and their families, their parents, their siblings. We'll come in, we'll do dinner, there's games, activities, and the parents do a support group. We bring in financial advisors, we bring in counseling, we bring in things that they need as the parents. And then on Saturdays, we also have our sale program. And so our kids will be there from 10 to 2. We bring in tutors and different workshops, and that's just the kids and the siblings, and it gives the parents a couple hours to get some things done.
Yeah. Now, we got an event. I want to get this in before the break. So you've got an event coming up Saturday, April 7th. It's the last home game of the Lightning.
It is. We're doing an amazing event at Yeoman's in downtown at 7 p.m. It starts at 6:30, but the game's at 7 p.m. And they've put together a silent auction where they have a ton of different things. They're raffling off jerseys, hats, all signed by our Lightning players, and it goes back to the center. They also do a drink called Be the Thunder, and they've done that all Lightning season. And every drink that you buy, $1 of the sale goes back to our center.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's great. So Children's Cancer Center, helping the children cope, because and I wanted to get your opinion. You hear the traditional conversation. This might have to go over into after the break, but you hear the traditional. How are we treating the cancers? And a lot of it's we're putting these drugs in there. We're putting the what's the drug type that they use all the time?
Chemo.
Chemo. Yeah. And wanted to maybe get your opinion, or what have you heard, or is there any kind of trending information about natural care versus chemo, or maybe even some kind of combinations?
Well, I think there's so much research about that, and I think one of our biggest motto at the center is it takes more than medicine to be well, and so I think that the medicine is definitely very important.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of things you can do outside of it for you to get to where you need to be.
Yeah, let's dive a little deeper on that when we come back. Also, more from Ruth Watkins, Teamgo Loans, Chuck Peterson coming in to the conversation. Of course, Children's Cancer Center, we're going to talk more and find out about this 18-year-old on her birthday, what happened, and she's going to be set for $1,000 a week. Find out how here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Stay with us after this short break. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Tricia up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, and PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And we're back here and helping you win in any marketplace. We've got Ruth Watkins in the house talking mortgages, talking real estate. Also, we're at Children's Cancer Center talking about how you can be involved with Children's Cancer Center. Julien Borbon in the house coming up as well. Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing. Let's talk about those events that you have coming up. I know you do 4 signature events every year. Now, these are things that you're planning. You're putting a lot of time, effort, and resources.
Absolutely.
I dive deep into personal development. I do a lot of personal development and written a couple books myself and speak on personal development. And, one of the audio books I was listening to recently, it says one of the best ways in business to kind of grow your business is to be involved, because these nonprofit organizations need people to come in and chair these events. They need people to come in and work as a volunteer, and some of the people you're going to meet there. We've heard it said your network is your net worth in many cases.
Right.
So getting involved with Children's Cancer Center, this is something that you can do also to help your business grow and make some great connections as well. It's a networking play here.
It really is. I can't tell you how many times I've referred people that came into the center or that are sponsors of our events. And people that have started businesses together. We have some people that own different businesses partnered together after meeting at the center. I mean, it's incredible how many people you'll meet.
That's cool. So you got so coming up. Let's go maybe chronological. What's coming up first? So the next event is the event we just spoke of.
Yep. So that's one of our third party events. So we have a lot of events throughout the year like that, and that's the Yeomans on April 7th. It's our watch party.
Okay.
And then we have another awesome event on April 20th. It's at the Center Club, and it's the Tiago title. They're putting on their first annual masquerade ball. So they've decided to get together as a company. They're huge here in Tampa, and they want to start putting together an annual benefit, and it's going to go back to us every year, which is really exciting.
That's a title company doing that?
It's a title company, yeah. So if you go on Facebook.com and you search Tiago title, it's Tiago National Title, you'll see their Facebook page. It's right on there. It's on Eventbrite. You can buy tickets to that. It's a masquerade ball from 7 to 11 on April 20th at the Center Club. That's going to be a really cool event.
Awesome.
And then we also have a 5K coming up April 28th. It's the Run for Ryan. Ryan was a young man who was murdered coming back from UT. I don't know if you remember this. It was 8 years ago. And they put a foundation together, his family, the Ryan P. McCall Foundation. And they put on a run in Ybor on April 28th. It's going to be there. And we're benefiting from that, as well as the Tampa Police Department.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we have a lot of...
So do you have the Jello Plunge coming up?
Yeah. So that's one of our signature events.
That's my daughter's favorite. My daughter loves that one.
It's a lot of kids' favorite event. Yeah. So we have the Gelatin Plunge. It's on June 16th this year. We're actually switching it up for the first time. We're going to do it at night. It's summer nights themed, and it's going to be at the center. So it's right in our own backyard on 4901 West Cypress. Yep. And we're going to do it from 7 to 11 on June 16th.
June 16th. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bucket list experience. You get to plunge in 2,000 gallons of Jello. It's really cold, but it's really fun.
Yeah, that's
Whose
fun.
bucket list exactly?
It's yours. You're coming.
You're going.
I don't mind sponsoring, but I'm not sure I'm jelloing.
It was fun. Yeah.
So that's a really fun event. And then we have our Fall Stampede. That's with Chick-fil-A. We do a 5K in September. That's September 8th at Curtis Nixon downtown. That's a big 5K. We have about 1,700 runners that come. It's such a fun event.
Wow.
Yeah, you get free Chick-fil-A. So who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah. Save it for after the run, right?
Yes, after the run.
You don't have to run far, though, right? I can go 100 yards and come back.
You can do the 1 mile walk if you want.
Yeah, there you go.
And then our last signature event is Wine, Women, and Shoes. That's our big event. And that's November 8th this year. It's at Armature Works. It sells out every single year. It's a ladies' night out. It's a fashion show. It's shopping. We have vintners from all around the world. So it's also a wine tasting. It's incredible, and it's so much fun, so much energy, and we raise a lot of money for our kids with that event.
And the Armature Works, is that the one downtown Ybor area?
Yeah, exactly, in downtown that they just redid, right across from Eulalie.
Yeah.
Yep. So they have a huge event space there, and we're going to be putting our event there.
That's awesome. There's so many good venues in Tampa Bay.
Yes,
when you look at that. When I was the MC, we did it at the International Mall right by Brio there, that Renaissance Tampa Hotel. Yep.
We're excited because we've always done it at hotels, and what's really cool about Armature Works is there's a lot of logistics you don't have to deal with that you do when you go into hotels.
Yeah.
Which I think is necessary in Tampa. It's grown so fast, and it's only hotels that can offer you that big of a space. So
Yeah.
I think Armature is going to be really successful with
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So Children's Cancer Center, we want you to support your local economy, support your local nonprofits, your local mortgage lenders, as we talked about with Ruth. Julian, you guys are doing a great job. You and Ashley,
Thank you.
Patty, to have a great team over there. We want our business leaders out there, everyone that can get involved with Children's Cancer Center. You're going to feel so much better, about yourself, just about your input into the community, and you're going to make a difference in those children's lives. So that's the key point there. Let's go ahead and bring Chuck Peterson in, more from Julian as well, coming up in our lightning round. But I want to talk with Chuck Peterson, so Suncoast Roofing, and so Chuck, longtime friend of the program,
Yep.
and just talking just recently with Brad about another property, and man, you guys are staying busy with the roofing repairs.
We'll go back to the reports that come on the mortgages, right? Where you have to figure out what you got to get done in a hurry, right?
Right, that's it.
So your guy called, right?
Yep.
We went out the next day. We have to have it fixed in a very short amount of time, and we can do that.
Yeah,
so it's
very quick.
Something that we do across the state is deal with a lot of real estate companies that have those immediate issues that have to be handled for that closing to take place. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's they call today. Well, called Friday. Went
Yep.
there yesterday. Got to have it done by the end of the week because you're closing this week.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
we're set up to do that. I mean, we have a lot of repair crews around, but we take special care for the real estate folks because we understand the time frames that are so important in that industry.
Yeah, there's moving trucks involved.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's
They're circling the
rental
building.
leases.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man.
So we try to make sure that when anybody calls in that industry that we're there the next day or that day, and we can get something done, and we'll hop through every hoop we can to make it happen.
Yeah. Now we are early in the year, but we know coming up later in this year, we've got that hurricane season coming.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that homeowners can do right now in preparation to be prepared for hurricane season?
Well, I mean, obviously everybody can call and get somebody come look at their roof,
Yeah.
and just make sure it's in good shape. I mean, every warranty that's out there actually requires a maintenance for you to do maintenance on your roof.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 1% of the population actually does it.
Exactly. Yep.
They wait until it's leaking in their house and then they call. But you can call at any point in time and have somebody, come out and we have maintenance programs. They're, $200 a quarter or something like that. And we go out and check the houses and make sure everything's tightened up.
Yep.
Very few people take advantage of that. And usually that's the people that call you down the road and go, oh, hey, you came by and, I got a leak now.
Yep.
But, you can have somebody come assess your roof, without any problem. The other thing you got to do that doesn't have anything to do with the three of us, but your insurance. You need to make sure your insurance is up to date.
Right.
And you know what you're paying for, because after the last few hurricanes, we know that insurance varies dramatically.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure that your policy has actual cost replacement so that if you have to repair your roof, it pays for your whole roof.
Right.
It doesn't pay you for the depreciated part of your roof, because a lot of these old roofs are 10, 15, 20 years old.
Yes.
And if you have a depreciation policy, it pays you the depreciated part, not what it costs to fix the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like driving off the new car off the lot.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Kind of like gap insurance. Is that what they call that?
Yeah. And, I mean, you just need to make sure that you're paying for a policy that protects you and your house. I mean, you paid a lot of money to get that house.
Yeah. That's right. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host. We're talking with Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing, on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region's #1 consumer advocate program, all about helping consumers win. And when we talk about helping consumers win, one of the things that we see coming up is these unlicensed contractors, these guys that go to the door and they have these quick, slick pitches, and you've seen your share of it.
Oh yeah, storm chasers. We've all heard of them, but I mean, you just have to be vigilant on what you do. I mean, a good case is, I think we talked about maybe last time, is down in Naples. We're doing about 15 roofs in one neighborhood where the guys came and took deposits, put tarp on the roof, took like $5,000 deposits from every house.
Wow.
Gone.
Yep.
Just gone.
I've actually seen that happen.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's way more prevalent than you think. And even though the state is trying to crack down, it's really on the consumer you got to do some homework.
That's
you
right.
You have to do some.
You got to be vigilant.
Yeah.
So you've seen it happen too,
I
Ruth?
actually have seen it, and it was $8,000 laid out, and then the job stopped, and he actually got like another home like next door or down, and ripped off half of it, and then just disappeared. And the guy wasn't licensed.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, before anybody accepts a bid for work to be done, and they need to be duly licensed anyway.
Yeah.
And if you don't pull that permit, or if you go pull it yourself and you don't have anything to follow up on that person who's licensed with the state, you're not going to have a recourse.
Yeah.
And the only thing you're going to have is potentially maybe the police might be seeking them if they ever find him or not. But
Yeah.
you definitely have lost it.
Yeah.
And it's easy now to just go take your cell phone, take a picture of the guy, take a picture of their tag number, verify online.
Our guys all have. I mean, we got our license right in our truck.
Right.
I mean, but you can go online to
Sunbiz.org.
Yeah, or to any municipality and
Check
check
the reviews.
Yeah.
And here's the deal: if they want you to pull your own permit,
That's the big one.
Yeah,
that's a 100% no go.
Yeah, if they want the owner to pull the permit, that's going to be a big red flag. Let me give a shout out to Chef Will Wagner. He's a healthy meal delivery service here in Tampa Bay. Chef Will and his team conveniently deliver organic meals to your home or office, and we're talking about paleo, ketogenic, vegan, and gluten-free kids menus available. Chef Will Wagner, he's my chef, and he can be your family's chef too. We'll be right back after this short break here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978. Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Giving a shout out to Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. Our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora, St. Pete Beach. Now, let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. If you make a reservation, they're going to give you 20% off of your stay just by mentioning the Consumer Quarterback Show. It's a great place to go check out on the beach there. Restaurant, lounge, rooftop. They've got the Castile restaurant on site. Excellent food. And it's a great place on the weekends to check out. You've got, if you're a boater like me, I like getting out there on the weekends with Freedom Boat Club. And you can pull your boat up. You can enjoy the time at the pool, the hot tub. And they have that rooftop view on the top of the Zamora. You got beautiful views from miles out of the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see all of the surrounding areas of beautiful St. Pete Beach and Tampa Bay.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And want to plug a hot listing here on Himes Avenue in Tampa. It's 15648 North Himes Avenue. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty. 5 bedrooms, 4 bath. Beautiful aerial drone photography provided by Fabre Frameworks. If you see any of our real estate listings online, Fabre Frameworks is our local real estate photographer. They do a great job photography and videos. They do a great job on our properties. This property on Himes Avenue is $485,000. Gated community. Beautiful property on a cul-de-sac. And it's a hot property. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You can see all of our listings at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Recruiting agents to our team as well. If you want to reach out, PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And we're going back to Chuck Peterson here now. Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing. And Chuck, let's give our listeners just a little bit of an overview, maybe the type of roof, the pros and the cons, and because with affordability comes not maybe as long of durability and tear and length of time.
Yeah,
and then the more cost effective, the more costly, more expensive.
Right,
it's going to last 40, 50 years.
Right,
but you may not have the money up front to do it. So there's a fine line in between there.
Right. So the shingles that everybody sees, the regular shingle on your house, is obviously the least expensive product that you can put on. Due to the codes that are in Florida, however, the shingles are a lot better than they used to be. They actually have a vastly improved warranty, which we've talked about, the 50-year warranty on the shingles backed by GAF. So the shingles are probably your best value as far as the dollar goes, but it's also the one that you see everywhere. And then you've got the metal roofs and the tile roofs, that you see a lot on the beaches. The metal can either be regular standing seam metal like you see a lot of places, or on the beaches it has to be aluminum now. The codes require it to be aluminum, and the warranties require it to be aluminum, which is a little longer lasting, less rusting type product. And then you have the tiles, and on the flat decks we have the TPO and the the same type of stuff that goes on top of Home Depot or Walmart goes on top of the flat areas in your house now.
Mm-hmm.
So those are kind of the overviews of the quick ones. All of them, anything in Florida these days, if it's put on by a good roofing company and installer and uses good materials, they all have 40 and 50-year warranties, because the wind ratings that's required in the state makes the products have to be much better than they were 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's nice. And a lot of it is also the value comes in with the underlayment now.
Absolutely.
Because you get that plastic layer.
Yeah, the peel and stick that goes, we put underneath there. The old tar paper comes apart in the heat, so now the peel and stick goes down. It seals your house.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything that you put on top does come off, that peel and stick stays right on your decking. Your insurance companies give you a break for having it on there.
Nice.
So it's a 2-win deal for when you redo your roof.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing. He's our partner here on this Quarterback Show, expert contributor. We want you reaching out to his company whenever you have those needs come up. There's definitely the best in the business.
And the Roof for Troops. Remember, we do the $250, and you guys are matching us.
That's right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's explain that program.
So if you're a veteran, active or retired military of any type, GAF, if you put shingles on, GAF sends you a check when you're done for $250 straight up.
Nice.
No, doesn't matter if you put just a little bit or a lot. And, it's a great deal that GAF does. They've done it for the last 3 or 4 years. It's a great program.
Yeah. Veterans, first responders, active military. We talked about it earlier as well with Ruth, some of her loan programs. We'll rebate a quarter to a half of the point back to any person who buys or sells with Platinum MVP Realty. And it could be a first responder, military, fire, any type of responder there, veteran as well. We'll take care of them.
I forgot to say that with that too, in addition to the appraisal rebate, we also do give them a quarter also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's we had Homeland Heroes, but it's not that now. It's a serve and support benefit is what it is.
I like that.
So, when you're a veteran in the same fields that you just, medical personnel, flight crew, things like that. So we throw in an extra quarter rebate for them.
Nice. Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons to reach out. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Consumer Quarterback Show is ConsumerQB.com. And our hotline is 813-670-7372. 813-670-7372. And it's 670-REQB, of course. All right, so we kind of talked about this feel-good story. We have every week we do a positive story for you, and we want to tell you something good. So we had an 18-year-old that bought her first ever lottery ticket on her 18th year birthday, and she wins $1,000 a week for life. So really interesting. The story talks about how it's exciting to become a legal adult, and on her 18th birthday, she essentially becomes a millionaire. This is exactly what happened to Charlie Lagarde, who turned 18 on March 14th. It's a Quebec teenager. She was relishing her freedom as an adult by buying a bottle of champagne on her first lottery ticket. As fate would have it, the ticket was just as significant because it was her first time playing a lotto, and she bought the winning ticket for $1 or for the $1 million jackpot. After the consulting with a financial advisor, she opted to take $1,000 per week for the rest of her life rather than the $780,000 lump sum after taxes. So she's talking about the equivalence of the salary and. So interesting story there. Mm-hmm. That's a nice birthday.
Lucky. Yeah,
that's a great 18th
She's blessed with luck.
18 years old. Get $1,000.
Goodbye, Mom and Dad.
And in Port Richey area, Newport Richey, we just had a lottery winner here too.
We sure did.
How many
on
did
Ridge
that guy
Road.
win?
Oh, I think he hit the big one.
It was a lot.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right there on Ridge Road. And my heart dropped because my sister is an avid player, and she buys at that location. Oh. And so I was like, oh my gosh, and she's like, dang it.
And there's that story too of the person that played the same numbers every week, and the one week they didn't. I don't know if it's one of those fairy tales or legends. You hear that story?
Yeah, that's a woe is me, man.
Yeah, my buddy plays the same numbers every week for 25 years. He hadn't won yet.
Really? Oh man. Well,
he plays one ticket, the same number, and one the machine picks.
Yeah,
every week.
If I play funny. It gets the number next to the number I picked.
Yeah,
and they're just like it's right there.
Last couple of times,
one box over.
Yeah, the last couple of times I played, I have not. I like one, maybe two numbers. I'm like, man, that's gonna be hard to get all of them. All right, let's do our lightning round here.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, so top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Ruth Watkins, Teamgo Loans.
Okay, there's so much information. Anyway, I would just say that do what you can for yourself. If you're a buyer, if you're a seller, get your information, get your CMAs done, know what your property is, plan. Okay, put a plan in place, and that way because when you're moving on and you're selling, you need to know basically what you're going to net, right?
Yeah.
So that you can move on to that next thing. And what does your new mortgage look like if you need one?
Yeah.
And if you're a buyer coming out of a rent situation, get all of the information that you need. Perhaps, I literally just had this last week where the woman was purchasing a home on her own for the first time. She's a widow, and it was over she was really, really upset about it. It was a VA loan. She got the seller concessions. This is really cool. If your appraisal comes in higher than your contract price, we can do an addendum and roll those costs in.
Nice.
So, here we covered the closing costs, and her payment was like $60-something less than what she has been paying in rent.
Yeah.
So, it's
awesome.
It's the planning, using every tool in your toolbox that you can to benefit the buyers, and, just having those consults.
That's right. All right, Julien, final words of wisdom.
Final words of wisdom. Come see us on Saturday at Yeoman's in downtown, and we'll have the watch party for the Lightning versus Hurricane game. And then come to Tiago Title. Look them up on Facebook. You can buy a ticket to the Masquerade Ball. And we'll see you at the 5K on the 28th in Ybor with RyanPMcCall.com.
Cool. Saturday, April 7th. Is that Chuck Peterson?
Back to what we started with, right? Make sure you do your homework and you hire any of the people that work on your property are licensed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so important.
Got to do some homework.
That's right. Be proactive. These are the themes that we talk about here on the show. Being proactive, focusing on the task at hand. So if you have a roof issue, reach out to the experts, do your research, and don't be caught blindsided by some of these crooks out there that are the storm chasers, as Chuck called them, and many people call them as the storm chasers. So, I want to thank our expert contributors, Ruth Watkins, Julien Borbon, and Chuck Peterson today. I want to thank all of our listeners, our producers of the show, and everyone helping as well in my absence while I was on vacation. The show went great. I heard a lot of great response from the show, and all of our listeners out there, we'd love to hear from you. We want you to engage with us online on Facebook.com, Instagram at BrandonRhymes1, and we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness, something as simple as packing up some leftover food, some clothing you have, carrying it with you to and from your commute, and handing it to that person in need, and be a force for good in the community. And it's so simple to do that, and be kind to one another. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.